Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Altitude Esports Mock Overwatch League. Today, got an exciting one. We got the Dallas Fried and the Philadelphia Fission. Cookie, I'm here joined with you. It's going to be an exciting game. We got two games. Got the Tiny versus Bubble Tea after this one, but what are you most excited for today?
Oh, I'm excited to see these two teams play. The first up ones, you know, bit of Fried, bit of Fission, two really good teams playing against each other. And then later on, we've got that Bubble Tea, which is always a good match, against Tiny, which I haven't seen too much of. So it'll be good to see what they bring out. But I'm just excited to see some gaming. You know, excited for all of it. See what they run.
Oh, for sure, it's great here at the Mock Overwatch League. And as you can see from the follows we've gotten within the last 24 hours, you know, Gankro got the Derica, Specia Monet, Queen Sifa, and Sam OW for the follows in the last 24 hours. Thank you for the follows. If you guys are in the chat right now, of course, but thank you no matter what. I mean, and of course, if you're in the chat, follow as well, because great fun stuff here coming up. Fun game. I mean, it's just gonna be.
Why not? You only get some notifications here and there. No point not following.
Yeah. I mean,
if you like Overwatch for some reason, then might as well follow.
Yeah, who likes the game anymore? But
this is where you come if you don't like the game. You know, you can just come and watch it. You don't have to. You get best of both worlds. You don't have to play it. Just watch it. You know.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, well, what do you even think we're gonna get out of our first game here? You got any predictions so far?
That's a hard one because Fission, you know, they're pretty stacked, but so is Fried. Fried's, you know, not someone to doubt in any circumstance. So I do think it could go either way. Even though, you know, Fission's technically the top team or whatever, they haven't dropped a series yet. But who knows? I've literally got no clue where this is going to go.
Yeah, I mean, there's some strong players on each team. Looking at we got Baby Smurf on the side of the Fission. We got Milk Tea on the side of the Fried. You know, a lot of back and forth matchups going to be happening over the course of today. It's just going to be a good one. No way else to put it.
Yeah, hopefully we get underway soon. Live a little bit earlier than I was expecting. just sitting here watching the teams.
I'm just so excited. I just want to get in right away.
That's true. But yeah, like you said, there's quite a few good familiar faces here. You know, you got Emperor's probably playing Ana today, one of the better Anas in the league. Milk Tea, pretty pug DPS, and a Creamy Me as well. You got Omi on the other side, probably playing Ana as well. T-Bob maybe stuck on the May. You know,
I mean, someone has to do it. That's just how it goes.
I prefer not doing it. We just see what happens, you know. Just no, man. Let's see how we go, you know. Lose, at least we had fun, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, one team has fun because they win. The other team, you know, not so much.
Yeah, a lot of banter back and forth between the teams already. Hopefully, it stays friendly.
Yeah, but first map is going to be Lijiang Tower.
Let's hope everyone else at home can actually see the map this time as well. Hope the production value is up there. And look at what we got so far. You know, the Ryan Diva one side, Ryan Zai the other. Two very different sort of, well, not different kind of comp, but the difference between the Diva and the Zai can mean a lot. One, you know, the Zai might have a game where she's doing everything compared to the Diva on the other side, or vice versa. So we just have to see who comes out on top here, because otherwise it's just a mirror match.
Yeah, I mean, Zarya can do tons of damage, but Diva just so enabling with her defense matrix. And here we go into the match. Sparky rushing straight in there. Wall comes up, nothing going just yet for either side here. Fission taking the point a little bit early here. Fried gonna look to recontest right in with that Diva up top and around. These Reinhardt just swinging back and forth, looking for each other. But Baby Smurf finds a headshot into Milk Tea, and Fission are looking to come out on top right away with those first 3 kills.
Yeah, that was done pretty well. So when they came out, both Mays kind of didn't get a lot of value out of their walls, so it ended up being a lot on top of the other DPS for that moment and the rest of the team. And it just happened that Baby Smurf was the first one to get the pick, get that enemy McCree, and sort of make it pretty one-sided there, and they steamrolled from there. Pretty well done.
Yeah, quick picks like that always secure team fight pretty well. But Sparky is walled off here. The charge and follow-up is going to be there. Creamy finds the kill there. Milty finds a headshot onto Big Cam. That's going to be huge for the side of the Fried as they roll into point here. It's just going to be a stagger here. Fission trying to get as much percentage as they can, but more kills are coming through.
And just like that, they show off what a good May wall can do.
Yeah. Sparky just, I mean, you can't kill that wall fast enough. You're gonna lose your Reinhardt like that. And it's so, May's just so enabling that way.
Especially in a position like that where the wall completely cuts you off. Like they've got to go so far to like get around, or they've got to break, otherwise the Reinhardt has no chance, you know. At least in other positions, it's a little bit easier. At least half the team's out here.
Yeah, but now T-Bob with the Blizzard's gonna freeze up Cajun and taken down by Baby Smurf with the headshot. Soulful as well going down. Baby Smurf 2 kills in a row now. Pushing onto the point. Fission back in it. This game back and forth, but they've got Milty in the back as he takes on Baby Smurf. Sadly, he's not gonna last long as Fission recontest here, take the point. Again, just more cleanup to go. The bomb on the point here from Karimi. Looking to just keep the stagger going. He's even gonna recontest. And reinforcements are coming. Could Fried actually pull this off? Goes down
He's gone for a while.
It's just a good recontest at this point. Script goes down as well. Sleep comes through onto Creamy. It's not gonna last long. Doesn't have the recontest now. Taken down. Milty, another kill there. Baby Smurf.
That's a good kill as long as you can get out. Yeah. And that was a really good pick for the fact that he got out. If he got that pick and then died, it would have meant pretty much nothing. But he managed to back off, and his Reinhardt was there to protect him. Pretty good stall from Fried there.
Got him basically up to 60%, so if they can recontest and take down Baby Smurf, what a great move from them as they go. They knew he was coming out of spawn. Cheddar comes through, nothing happening there. Blizzard from the side of the Fried as well. Graviton Surge is out, but the beat drop is there. The counter here, Tagani frozen up because of that Blizzard. Omi taken out, Big Cam as well. Soulful gets 2 in that fight, and another flip comes out.
I'm not even sure how they won that. Fry just wasted so many ults, misplayed so much. It looked like Fission would have had it in the bag there, but I guess I don't even know what happened or what changed it, but just flips over to Fried again. And now we're getting close to that 1-5 territory. It can be dangerous for either team, but Fission's got a fair few decent ults here to work with, unless they take out Sparky here.
Yeah, Sparky going low. Oh, Soulful gonna punish for that aggressive play as Squip and Cajun go down as well. And we're gonna be looking at yet another flip here on this point. The defense just cannot hold for either of these teams. 90% on the board, however, for the side of the Fried. It's
Creamy,
1-5 territory at this point.
Yeah, Creamy showing why Diva's so good in these kind of situations as well, just stalling out the point for as long as they can. I think Creamy alone has at least got their percentage up at least another 20% throughout the entire thing at least. Yeah. But yeah, again, back into that 1-5 territory. They got to stop making these small little misplays and got to play like they're trying to win the game here at this point to take it.
T-Bob with the Blizzard. Looks like the defense might be able to hold here as 2 kills come through on the side of the Fission. They're looking to stake their claim on the point. Finally, as only 3 members of the Fried remain. Looking for a last-minute stall here. Can anyone even touch 97%? Diva's gonna have to fly in at the last second. Gets in with the bomb, but Script is down as well. Milty finds the kill onto Omi. The shatter there from Cajun, not gonna find anything. And now it's just a scramble on the side of the Fried. Fission holding strong. The Nano comes here onto Cajun, but he's slammed down. But Andy are 2 members of the Fried looking to bring it back. T-Bob goes down from the melee. The beat drop's gonna be there. They try to keep the members of the Fission up, but they're still going down. Even when they seemed right there, they fall. And with 99%, no one can recontest.
That was actually insane. Like, not to take it away from anyone on Fried, but Creamy pretty much just solely won that fight won that map. Yeah. That round for Fried. All those contests, all those stalls, getting into those good positions, getting in the back line, just doing so much. Literally putting on his back and hitting those boosters, going as far as he can, and it's working out for him. It's close though. I think there's just like a few little misplays that Fried keep making. Otherwise, they'll pretty much be rolling here. But other than that, both teams are playing well enough to be competing at this very even level, which is quite exciting.
Yeah, it's just going back and forth right now. One team fight for one team, then the next for the other. And maybe that's because of that. Zarya only one Graviton Surge in that last fight, and it didn't even get any value, to be honest. So we're going to be looking to see if Dagny can hold that back here as we go on to Control Center. Walls come out. Baby Smurf looking for an angle on that McCree, hiding around, but Tagani finds Squip. And with that Lucio down, it's going to be the Fission pushing onto the point here. D.Va, D-Max, Creamer can't stay alive much longer. And now Fission take the first cap here.
That was a really bizarre fight to watch. I would have liked to see Fried move to point a little bit earlier. They had that D.Va on high ground sitting there basically for no reason for such a long time, because everyone's hiding underneath. You know, you're getting no value from that D.Va for so long. You might as well just push on the point where you've got protection from her rather than trying to take a fight in there. And unfortunately, Squip getting that sleeping ante from Omi, getting that early pick.
Yeah, that's always a huge pick. A little out of position, D.Va not there to defense matrix, but Fried want to push right back in right now. Cajun going a little low there on the right side, but T-Bob taken out by Creamy on the D.Va, and the defense matrix is going to stop the high noon for Baby Smurf. And still pushing up are the Fried, trying just to survive a little longer here for the Fission. 2 members go down from the Fried, however, as I was saying that, the damage comes through right when they need it. Milk Tea's going to try to pull this back. It's basically a 4v3 on the point here. Milk Tea finds another headshot onto Sparky. Dagny trying to pull this back, keeps 2 kills. Back and forth right now. Creamy gets his mech back as well. That's going to be huge to finish out this fight. It's just 2 members of the Fission remain, just trying to stagger this one as long as they can, up to 60%. Freeze comes out onto Cajun, but T-Bob can't finish that off. The boot there from Squip, finishing him there. Sparky back, Shatter comes through. Cajun can't find it, it's blocked. And the beat drop as well. High noon in the back line. On the side of the Fried Milk Tea, looking for a target. Can't find anyone, and the Nano comes back as well. This fight is still going out. The Shatter gets 2. Both supports down here for the side of the Fried. Zarya is going to use the Graviton Surge as well. Back and forth, but kills are going on the other side. Even with that Graviton Surge, it's going to be Fried finding the kills. Milk Tea finds that shot onto Baby Smurf as well.
What was insane. That? Basically stalled 85%. I don't know what it started at, but man, Fried had to win that fight. They had no choice. Once they invested that many ults, they had no choice but to win it. And it was getting pretty close there. You know, Tagny was getting some picks. That grab was big in the back end. It was dangerous, but they managed just to slip it through. They've got 2 ults here.
Oh, but it's not gonna matter because the Shatter comes through. The bomb over top just to add a little bit more damage. Cajun, a huge Shatter there to just stop that fight right in its tracks.
Pretty well done.
Good awareness. Completely sectioned off the fight there with one press of a button.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Two ults. You only really needed the 1 ult, but you know, you can't always be sure on those positions. You always want to do the Shadow Bomb, but that's pretty much stopped the whole fight. But they've got a few ults coming online soon, but they're gonna be careful here.
T-Bob taken down before the Blizzard can come out here with 2 kills in response. Now it's even 4v4. Going to the point now are the Fission, looking to take the pressure right now. 60% here from the Fried. They're just going to try to take this as long as they can go. Emperor Zerg goes down, and the beat's going to be committed there from Big Cam. High Noon here from Milk Tea, looking to find anyone. Creamy is going to get demeched. In the meantime, High Noon can't do anything. A little bit of damage to that shield, but altogether just still a staggered fight here. Milk Tea trying to get that high ground. Nothing happening just yet. That wall's gonna come out here, looking for the extra damage. The pin goes on T-Bob. He still hasn't used that Blizzard. The kills are coming in, however, and it's gonna be Fission taking this one at 90% now, looking to force this map 3.
It's dangerous. T-Bob and Sparky, they've got a lot of stuff to just completely stop Fried from even touching at this point. It's dangerous for Fried. They've got to be some big plays here.
That wall comes out to get them onto the point. And the Blizzard's there, just kind of section everyone off. Baby Smurf gets shattered while the Nano Boost was on him, and he's taken out here. Cajun frozen up as well. The Graviton Surge is going to come in here. A wall there from Soulful to stop the damage coming through, but Cajun is still going to be taken out. Couldn't really get out of that one just yet. Sleep going to come through, not finding anyone. Big Cam, and T-Bob finds the count to Soulful. He's going to be Milk Tea in the back line, looking to find anyone. Just a little bit of damage has to come through here. Can't find it. It's just a stagger now for the fight, and they get off the point. Fission bring this to a round 3.
so close. But yeah, Fission's just coming together and playing pretty damn well, and they're punishing these little missteps again from Fried. You know, especially in the meta that we're in, especially with the maze around. Anytime you're out of position for even a moment can just be an immediate team loss, like, or team fight loss rather. You get so close in those positions, and if you lose one person, especially if it's a Reinhardt or an enemy Mei, like it's pretty dangerous. But the 1-to-1 here, it's you know, still can go either way here.
Yeah, we'll see how the Zarya works out here on the more open map here of Tower. And I mean,
actually have a Winston on the side of Fried here. And actually, and a Tracer and a Sombra, a little bit different.
A bit of a dive. If you enjoy dive, I mean, drop a follow, Blind, Overwatch followed us as well. Thank you for that one. But on to the point here, the dive, looking to find anyone. It's Squid going low, but he can't get finished off there. A little bit of missed opportunity for the side of the Fission, but nonetheless, they're still pushing up here. The dive, trying to find an angle. Squip goes down eventually, and that's going to be huge for the side of the Fission as the DMEC come through as well. Sparky with the charge, and Fission sectioning off this point. Sombra just stalling out for a little bit more. Tracer getting back out of the action. Easy cap there for Fission.
Yeah, so that was the dangerous part there. They're running dive, which is, you know, it's all well and fair. But if you let the slow team, you know, the brawl-like team with the Mei and the Reinhardt and whatnot, get on to point, that's dangerous territory. They're now where they want to be. They're in their prime location. If you can't stop them from getting there, you're going to struggle a little bit.
Oh, Creamy already taking on a mech, and Milk Tea headshot by Baby Smurf there. Follows up with the stun. It just shut down right away. That dive couldn't get anything going.
My ultimate
And
is charging.
I'm not really sure why they're running the Sombra, to be honest. EMP is building up slowly, which is, you know, that's unfortunate that happens, but there's nothing really to capitalize on that rather than them just jumping on them and killing them in a very standard way. You know, you're not playing for any big ults here. You know, Tracer's bomb doesn't get better suddenly with EMP or anything.
Yeah, they go over to the Rein Zarya to counteract, try to mirror it a little bit. And like you said, maybe not the best option for the Sombra, but the ping comes through from Cajun, takes down T-Bob, and the Shatter's there as well, with Cajun out of the fight, off in the back line, and 3 kills come through here on the side of the Fission. They're still holding, and no kills on the side of the Fried.
You can see the communication coming through on the side of Fission as well. Omi getting pinched in the backline by both Sombra and Tracer. And Creamy Meme, sorry, not Creamy Meme, Tagny just instantly 180s and runs to protect her Ana, you know? And these are the important things. They got no value out of the dive then and just sort of split up for no reason.
And there's the grab coming out here. Big Cam gonna be taken out from that, but the anti-nade is huge. The EMP in the back, but it's not gonna find any help there as Milk Tea's just trying to do it all by himself. Emperor Zerk and Milk Tea, the last 2 remaining, just trying to find any sort of way in, but they're not going to, as Fission take map 1 on Li Zhang.
Yeah, wonderfully played. And like I said, that EMP, you're building up for so long, it's got to be big, it's got to be useful, but unfortunately, it comes in a little bit late. You know, your team's already grabbed, your Reinhardt's already walled off. It's just unfortunate, really. I would have liked to see us swap a bit earlier to try and, you know, get some value.
Yeah, they really wanted to stick on to that as long as they could, but just can't find anything. And even in those types of close quarters comps that the Fission were running, those hacks just, I mean, it's hard to find a follow-up on them, you know. Got a lot of peel for whoever gets hacked, no matter who it is.
There's a lot of communication coming through for Fission. Everyone's just sort of so on top of it. They're not too worried about anyone flanking because of it.
But
my bad.
A huge.
Yeah, I'll give you lead real quick, Seth.
I mean, great stuff coming there from both teams. It was a great match all around. Going into map 2, we could see the same level of intensity come up. Milk Tea maybe finding some more angles. Fried have to give Milk Tea those opportunities, because we saw a lot of wins off the back of his McCree play. His aim, absolutely incredible, of course. But
yeah, there's a lot of people still on Fried doing a lot of work. Like Milk Tea, like you said, doing incredibly well. Akuri Meme doing their best on map 1. Map 2 was a little bit more difficult, and obviously map 3 as well. but still a lot of solid plays, and of course Emperor Zerg doing a lot on this Ana. But yeah, it's just they're struggling to find little things here and there, while Fission's taking every chance, every opportunity they can get to sort of, pick up some limbs and win a fight.
Yeah, exactly. And that Zarya seemed to be a little outmatched by the D.Va at first, but eventually just stuck together, really. I don't mean, just more damage coming through, maybe on the side of the Fission because of that. Creamy maybe not just eating everything they need, but that's really all it comes down to. If Creamy can get into a position to eat a little more important ults, if Creamy ate some blizzards there or just pushed the little people out of position, it could have been a completely different game. Very close in the first match, just a little bit here and there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but again, it is map 1. That's the one where you're sort of testing the waters, seeing what you guys are doing on the day, how well you're playing, and seeing what the other team are running and how they're doing and what you can capitalize on. So map 1, always just that map to get a little bit of info.
Yeah.
And we're going from, King of the Hill to Temple to 2CP, Temple of Anubis, which is just a completely different monster, We can see what they can do there. It looks like we're going to have some swaps in already as well. We got Echo Says coming in, replacing and Syntax as well, replacing a couple for Fission. We got Tagny and Baby Smurf out, and we've got Grimy now on Fried for, who was it? I think it was Milk Tea, which a little bit, and Squib taken out as well for Danny. Kind of interesting ones to take out. Tagny and Baby Smurf are doing a lot of work. But maybe it's just a case of SR changes. Maybe they want to put Syntax in over Baby Smurf, but they had to take Tagny out because of it. And same for the other side. Milk Tea was definitely doing quite a lot of work, and putting Grimy in now instead. Who knows? Who knows what they're going to do?
Yeah, wondering what the reasons are for that. I mean, there's obviously internal reasons, but a lot of trust, of course, for both these teams. No, I'm not dissing any of their subs here. Should be exciting. I mean, all these players, absolutely great players. Syntax especially.
Yeah, we've seen Syntax in quite a few games for some reason, but
he's around everywhere. I mean,
yeah, but we know he's going to be sitting on that flank most of the time. That's the way he likes to play. Fried's going to be on that. Fried's going to be ready for these flanks that Syntax likes to take and to capitalize and take him out. Otherwise, they're going to have a lot of trouble.
And if you at home are excited to see players like Syntax in this match, or any of these 12 players, make sure you follow, stick around. Got another game tonight at 10 p.m., so stick around for that. That's Vancouver Tiny versus Soul Bubble Tea, an exciting one coming up there. But for now, we're here with Philadelphia Fission versus the Dallas Fried on Temple of Anubis. Fission up 1-0. Cookie, do you think Fried bounced back here with these new subs as well?
Well, that's the thing. I haven't seen Grimy play before, I don't think, or at least maybe once. Not enough to stick in my mind, really. While Syntax is the other way around. I've seen him play quite a lot. I've seen him carry quite a lot. So just off the bat from that, I feel like it's going to kind of push towards Fission's direction just from that information alone. But again, a different map, different style of play. It's completely different how it's going to play. Although on the side of Fried, they're not running a main now. They're running a Widow and a Reaper, and I think that's what they're coming out with. While Fission's just sticking with the typical main. T-Bob's stuck on it, getting bullied to play it, and it's working out for him.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of comp we see here from the side of the Fission and Fried. As we have a Syntax on the Hanzo, interesting there. Fried are going to be taking this high ground here, also on the Widow for Grimy. Just sticking around that first choke. And they come up here Soulful on the Reaper, trying to find some extra damage as well. Fried on this high ground. Grimy looking for angles as well. This crossfire is huge right now as they dive on into that backline. Anna going low. Grimy with a headshot onto Syntax. Cajun left alone there on the point, falls as well, but Soulful finds the kill onto Omi. DMAC as well onto Echo Says. And it looks like it's going to be a nice first cap here from the Fried, as long as nothing goes wrong. Soulful does go down, and the DMAC goes on to Creamy. So as I say that, Fission are holding strong. They box up into that back, but a huge anti there from Emperor Zerg makes 3 members fall immediately.
So as well as everyone played there, a lot of that came from Grimy and Emperor Zerg. Emperor Zerg just completely free, just so much healing coming in for Fried, and that huge anti towards the end. Pretty much carried that by himself, more or less, rather than just the boots on the ground. And Grimy getting that first initial pick, getting rid of Syntax, they're pretty much stuck with no real hard DPS. Yep. So it's just a battle of attrition at that point. See who falls first.
Yeah, once you have two characters like that, they're just uncontested, pouring damage and healing onto a point. I mean, it's just a matter of time. Really,
exactly.
Just keeping everyone up. They're not going down. Going into this dark room now, our Fried to take this second point here. Fission looking for an answer. Wall comes out. T-Bob not finding anyone. Grimy at the choke here. Shatter comes through and finds 4. The nano there onto Creamy to try to save as much as they can, but it's not going to be happening. Creamy going to get frozen and demech as well. A huge shatter there from Sparky.
Then we're going to see a nice long stagger here, but Sparky's not letting him out. He's getting walled off. He's free. He's free. Run! And he goes down.
That go finishes him off. But again, just a good shatter there. I mean, we saw from Cajun on map 1. It can just totally end the fight in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, and T-Bob getting the freeze on Cajun as well was pretty huge. You know, it's just free shatter. Everyone's hiding behind the shield. Shield's gone now, and yeah,
no one can
easy Q.
Sight.
Yeah, let's see if Cajun can respond almost at a shatter of his own. Grimy uses the sights here. Know exactly where everyone is. Ults online here. Bomb over the top. Beat's gonna be used, but Big Cam, even with the beat, goes down to the bomb. Shatter's gonna come through. Doesn't find anyone. As Syntax finds 2. 1 with the stun. Soulful's gonna die to the bomb, and Fission are holding strong here on point B.
I think they might have over-ulted there a little bit, just a touch. I think Fried used like 4 ults. Not all of them super important. Grimy on the McCree now, but Fission used. Like 5 ults there? 4 ults? Now they've really got not a lot to protect them. They've definitely got no support ults. At best, they have Syntax's McCree ult coming through. But we've got Death Blossom and Beat coming through for the attack. These could be some dangerous ults if not taken care of properly.
Yeah, Fried are going to be looking just push right through up into this main corridor. Sparky backing off a little bit. Death Blossom's going to come through, eating up. Grimy takes down Syntax with the shot. And now it's just a battle. Soulful finds T-Bob as well. The sleep goes on to Sparky and the anti as well. He gets taken down. Now this point is going over to the Fried as Grimy finds 2 more kills. The recontest is going to have to be insane here for the side of the Fission. The recontest touch there from the Tracer, but no one else can touch. And that's going to be a good 3-minute leftover cap there for the Fried.
Yeah, you got to be pretty happy with that time bank, you know. Most people barely even get point 2, let alone have 3 minutes. It's a little bit hard to critique anyone. I don't think Fission were doing anything wrong, really. There was a lot of good plays. You know, who was it? Echo's jumping up on the high ground to try and protect Syntax and push Creamy off high ground. Sparky's doing what he can to keep his shield up and protect his team. But I think just Fried we just made the right calls in those situations and played it very well. And yeah, that's pretty much why they capped it.
Yeah, they aggressed hard there with the sound barrier from Danny, and just no kills came through. Even though Soulful's Death Blossom didn't find any kills. I mean, he stayed alive and he did damage, and the follow-up followed right after that. The players of Fission were split, and it just eventually led to downfall of that defense.
Exactly. But now both teams are going to be running the Widow and the Mei. That's tricky. So DPS are very important here. The Mei has to have the better wall. You know, you have to beat out the enemy's wall. That's very important here. And as the Widows, you have to be the one clicking heads. You have to win the 1v1, and you have to put the danger on the other team. It's very important for this right now. Like, you can't just play McCree here. I mean, as McCree, you just stand there and hold left click and someone dies, you know, someone loses some health. Yeah. And that's all you need to do.
Yeah, it's actually going to be a mirror coming out as well, with Grimy back on the Widow himself and Soulful playing that Mei. Going around into this mega room are the Fission. A little different with the approach, but Syntax finds a headshot onto Grimy. That's going to be a huge pick.
That
threat's just gone. The wall comes out here from Soulful, frozen up Echo, but Cajun is frozen as well. And kind of pulled away from his team here is Creamy, has to come back and save him. Can't finish off the Widow. It's going to be Fission pushing onto point here, just trying to take as much ground as they can before reinforcements can get back, but no kills have gone through. As I say that, Soulful does go down to Big Cam there on Lucio. Couldn't find escape there. Cajun with the charge, can't find anything as well. Grimy back on the Widow, but taken down by Big Cam. Syntax finds kill onto Cajun as well.
Looks like Big Cam is the #1 DPS here.
You said you were scared of that lack of DPS with the Widow and May, but Big Cam's got it.
Exactly.
Already.
Yeah, another one. You got a 3K throughout that. That's wonderful.
A quick cap there, looking to best the time of the Fried, and ults online as well. It's going to be the Fried looking to counter with their ults. Just a lot of ults for both teams here.
But both Syntax and Grimy now on the McCree each. We're getting the real damage in that. I don't need to worry too much about Widows anymore. I don't have to worry about those sight lines.
Bomb over the top, looking to find anyone out here. Just gonna take Sparky's barrier down and out for the time being. Shatter available for Cajun. Not gonna choose to use it just yet. But the wall comes out from Sparky. Can't find any help there. It's going lower. T-Bob gonna pay as well. Sparky down 2 for 2 here on the match here. High Noon's gonna come out from Syntax. Look to find anyone, but he can't. Danny's sleeping on the point. Gets woken up, but no damage done to him. And honestly, Fission aren't looking good here as the Shatter comes down as well. There's an even fight, and the reinforcement just came in there for the Fried.
Yeah, a little bit questionable on the ult from the McCree there. Personally, you know, you've got a lot to go through. You've still got that big shield there. You've still got a Diva roaming around, and you know, a couple of people are dead on each side. But you know, the defense has got those spawns, so any advantage you might have got from a Deadeye, getting 1 or 2 picks, pretty much gone instantly as soon as they come around the corner.
Yeah, but they do have 5 ults coming into this fight. So maybe it was just, let's see if we can do anything. But Syntax walking in front of his shield there gets taken out by Soulful, and that attack's not going to be doing anything as Grimy finds 2 more kills. First pick taken out there. Ooh, Echo gonna probably get staggered here as well.
Yeah, these walls coming out really strong here. Honestly, I wouldn't even bother going May with what they're running here. You know, they've got the McCree for that long range engage. Your shield's half by the time you get through. And you've got those May walls that are coming up super well here. You kind of just got to find a different angle to get close to that point. Otherwise, you're wasting so much time in the main here. By the time you get to point and get everyone off, the respawns are just going to be coming in.
Yeah.
But they've got the 5 ults here. They've got to use them smartly.
Yeah, 5 ults on both sides.
Oh yeah.
As you say that. Cajun not at his, and Syntax not at the Deadeye just yet. But those should be coming soon as the bomb goes in here, trying to find an opening pick. Doesn't find anyone. Grimy with the Deadeye on the right side and the Blizzard on the point. And that's members of Fission frozen up, taken down. That's 2 members. Bomb not going to find anything there from Creamy. But nonetheless, the fight's won. And it's going to be Syntax taken out and Fried holding on.
So like I said, you know, these teams have to use their ults smartly. I think Fried over-ulted a bit much, but the ults were generally a little bit smarter. The beat was very good there, keeping the team alive, and the May ult was strong to put that hold that Reinhardt in place. But B came out from Big Cam and it didn't quite reach their own Reinhardt, you know. Made it so he just died instantly.
Yeah, but now the recontest is here. The Blizzard on the side of the Fission, sectioning off this point. But the Shatter comes through. Sparky was not looking. T-Bob going low and taken out. Cajun gets 2 now with 1 swing and 1 Shatter. Absolutely destroys the hopes and dreams of the Fission as they're pushed off yet again. Only 2.5 remaining for them.
It's getting a little bit close here, you know. They've only got 2 ults sitting right now. They've got enough time to build up all 6 again and push again, but you're really wearing that timer down at this point. Got to be some plays made here. You can't ignore that Reinhardt when you know he has Shatter. You can't, you know, you got to be aware of these dangers. They're finally taking a different approach.
Yeah, looking for something.
That 1 minute delay on the stream was a bit difficult for them.
They took your advice. They just, you know, that delay is tough. And now back and forth.
Game coach.
Syntax on the high ground, gets the Deadeye off, but Grimy finds one of himself onto Syntax, and the follow-up is there. Cajun taking out T-Bob with the charge. Cajun going huge yet again, almost at that Shatter. That's gonna be huge for the next fight as well. Echo taking out a mech. Finds the kill on Emperor Zerg.
Yeah, Fried's building up these ults pretty quickly. And another stagger on the poor Diva. We know you're number one, but you got to get out.
They finally get the stagger.
Finally put down. But yeah, look, we have a minute and we have about 3 ults, almost 4. But
I mean,
you know, you have no DPS ults, which could be huge. And we've got, although we have Syntax on the Widow now, which it's a very sort of like, you're either going to carry or you're going to do nothing at this point. You have to get a pick.
Very hopeful here from Syntax. They want to finish with over a minute, or else the best they can do is a draw. 3 minutes remaining for the side of the Fried. Want to at least get seconds. No overtime for them. Going on to this right side, unexpected there, onto the supports. Shatter comes through as well, doesn't find anyone that time. Big Cam frozen and taken down by Dead Bomb. In the backline, Emperor Zerg goes down to T-Bomb, frozen up. Grimy slept and taken down. No, he stays alive back there just a little longer. It's going to be a last second effort there from Echo with the bomb. Takes down Danny, but he's the only one on the point. He's going to be taken down in 13 seconds remain now for the Fission. It doesn't look like they're going to be doing it here on Temple of Anubis.
At best, they have Nano and Shatter. Unless Sparky has the most insane Shatter here, I think he's going to get held back by
Get in there.
Cam taken out there. He finds a touch. He uses the Shatter onto the health pack. Can't find it there. Health packs do not get affected, and Fried takes map 2 to tie it up 1-1. Got a good series here, folks.
Yeah, it just seems like the mirrors for that game. Everyone on the side of Fried, you know, it's like all the movies where you have to fight a clone of yourself, but they're just a little bit better than you all the time, a little bit stronger, you know. No one on Fission typically doing bad, but Fried just being a little bit better on all roles. But I think we're going to go to our little analyst test now and see what they have to say. We've got, I think, Kyle and fan favorite Cherry for the analyst test. See what they think.
We will see you guys after the break here into map 3. Enjoy the nice analysis.
Alrighty. So, welcome to the analyst desk for Fried versus Fission. I'm here with Cherry.
Yo.
Alrighty. So, let's start off here with what we saw on Lijiang Tower. Do you want to start with the Fried?
Yeah. So the Fried lost that map, but it was a lot closer than it should have been.
Yeah.
The Fried played very, very close, but they did not play well. It was more just a lack of performance by Philadelphia. Cajun and Squip were way too aggressive the whole time.
Yeah, I can agree. A lot of times, I mean, Squip, Fission couldn't kill him, but
yeah,
he was playing with his Rhine way too often, like way too aggro. I think that was definitely one of their downfalls.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, Emperor Zerg is always in perfect position.
Yeah.
But Squip was never in perfect position.
Mm-hmm.
And that's such a problem when your tank is not either. And then to have Soulful played well. He didn't win that May duel with T-Bob necessarily, but he did okay.
Yeah.
Except then for him to come in on the Sombra and build an EMP the whole round one.
Yeah, that was
not good.
That was really worrisome for me. If he kept trying to hack Omi or the Ana, just kind of wasting the hack. He could have gotten much more value, built that AMP up faster, and maybe they could have won that map and the rest of that.
In his defense, it's hard to run into a Zarya, which Tagni was playing really well, as the Sombra, because you rely on Diva for those EMP batteries, basically.
Yeah.
Except there was no Diva, and he needed to fix that.
I was seeing, I think Creamy Meme also was doing really well with the Diva, building ults fast. We really didn't see him eat any ults, but he
Nope.
seemed like he was in a good position, always getting his ult up fast, doing damage. So
Yeah. And now
moving over to Fission.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So
Sparky is very good, but also Cajun was not performing, so it just made Sparky look like a superstar.
yeah. I was thinking Omi. She was doing pretty well. Hitting antis when she needed to, using her kit very usefully. There was I think it was on a night market. A couple pretty good antis there,
Yep.
turning around the fight. But I think
Tag
Baby
me?
Smurf was just being
Yes.
outperformed on the McCree.
Yeah, there's a few times where he got the right picks, where he won that McCree duel, except in the actual long run of the team fights, part of the issue was definitely him.
Uh-huh.
And in the end, their tank line won that for them.
For
Sparky,
sure.
consistent, great player, but then also Tagni on the very niche Zarya pick ended up winning them that map.
Yeah. And also with Cam,
Yeah,
he was kind of playing the aggro Lucio as well. Also
well,
with
he
like,
was,
Go ahead.
but nobody's ever going to look at that with how, honestly, there's no other way to say it, how poorly Script was playing.
yeah,
The only reason that Script is not being seen as a literal thrower is because Fission could not punish him because Baby Smurf couldn't really get to him.
I
He was
agree.
playing right out of flashbang range, and nobody else was really hitting the shots. But moving over to the second map, Anubis,
Yeah.
Bride looked immediately better. They swapped
sure.
out Squip, which was fantastic for them,
Mhm.
and they put Danny in, and Danny just
Danny played a really good Lucio there.
ult. Yeah.
He was playing better position than Squip was. He's like, it finally felt like the backline for Fried was always in the right position at the right time.
Mhm.
Zerg was hitting crazy anti-nades, and
And-
everybody just seemed like,
I'd like to talk about a part of their backline that's not a support, Grimy right now. On the
Oh,
hit
yeah.
scan BDS.
he
Swap in
was.
immediate impact. Immediate impact.
And then we saw Soulful also improving.
Coming back on the Reaper.
Yeah, right at the beginning. And then even his May looked improved from the first map. We didn't have
Yeah.
to see any of the Somber, thankfully.
No,
But-
no, none of that. And the other side was Fission, which honestly, their tanks performed okay again. Their supports did not change, but one thing that I don't understand is what they've done with their DPS players. They had Echo Says, a May player, playing off tank.
Yeah,
They had
very interesting.
T-Bob, a sniper player, playing May. And then they had Syntax on that hit scan and sniper role, which I would rather have T-Bob on in this team or even Babies.
Yeah. I mean, Baby Smurf. I mean, maybe they just switched him out because he wasn't doing very well in the first map. I liked the
Yeah.
switch for Syntax. He was honestly doing more. But,
Yeah, but then there's no reason to take Tagni out for Echo Says.
no, not at all. Maybe Tagni just isn't that good of a diva. We'll have to see later. Maybe that's one of Fission's weaknesses at that diva role.
And maybe it is because one of their best diva players is not actually at the game tonight.
Oh, really?
So it could just definitely be them trying to experiment with this tank line to the point where the only actual off tank player they have right now is Tagni, who they signed earlier today, who definitely
Yeah.
could be a problem area. So to put Echo Says on the diva, he performed well for it being off role, except I would have rather seen him on the May.
Yeah, I definitely can agree. I mean, it wasn't T-Bob doing bad
Poorly? No.
necessarily, but
The thing
we
is,
could have seen
Tagni,
better.
even though he was not playing the right hero, he was playing the wrong hero right.
Uh-huh.
Knew what he was doing. His grabs were amazing. The only time that he couldn't get a good grab was when there was a wall and a sound barrier standing between them.
Yeah, I agree. So I definitely think moving on, I'd like to see the Fried keep what they're running.
Yeah, and I would
I
like
think
to
they
see the
improved.
Fission not.
Yeah, I think they definitely improved what they were running from the first couple maps.
Yeah,
Putting
Fission
in-
looks like they're just warming up. Fission does look like they can definitely do better, but Like, the swaps just didn't make sense to me. So I'm hoping that they fix
Yeah.
that. Because if they do, I think they can compete with Fried, even though Fried is about to be putting in GM main tank over Cajun, which solves one of their larger problems so far.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. So, looking forward to the next couple maps. What should everybody be looking out for?
Sparky, definitely, again, played against him myself. Sparky is absolutely one of the top main tanks in this league.
For sure.
And with Tagny hopefully coming back in, he's definitely going to be better.
Dark horse.
Yeah, Tagny's going to be better at the very least. Even if he's not good at Diva, if they put him on Diva, he's still better than having a DPS player on it.
Yeah, for the fried side of things, I'm really excited to see how the support line performs.
Yeah.
If they just keep playing in position, I think they can definitely pull this away. And then if they keep their DPS line in as well, I mean, they have a chance to pull it off.
Especially with MLG coming in. MLG is a GM main tank who will be playing over Cajun. And
Which
Cajun definitely made a lot of mistakes. At one point, he 180 shattered the air. He got pinned a lot. He let in almost every single shatter. Most of his were blocked. So hopefully MLG coming in gives them a bit more ground to stand on.
Alrighty, any early predictions?
I think this could go to map 5 with how it's been going.
I think so too.
Especially with MLG coming in.
I don't know. I'm going to say fried 3-2.
I could agree with that, except if it goes to 5, I think Fission will win 3-2.
Alrighty. Well, that's been your analyst test. I'm Kyle, and that was Cherry. And enjoy the rest of the match.
Yeah.
All right.
And we are back.
Yeah, thanks for that sick analyst of, as they said, a lot of this rest of the match will be dependent on the subs that come in. You know, we could see it go into the map 5, like they said. If it was to map 5,
it'd be a long night if both games go map 5.
Oh, for sure.
I think I'll be happy if they just roll the highest SR they can, just make it end quicker. But it's not really unanimous right now. You know, it can still very much go either way. It just depends on who's playing their best at each given moment. But hopefully we get into this soon. We have some SR technical difficulties, if you will. But math is hard. There's a reason we play Overwatch and not have a job and whatnot.
Who has jobs anymore? I mean, it's not like you can go to your job right now. Everything's closed down. So while that's happening, we're playing Overwatch.
That's fair. Don't need the brain. Just shut it off.
If you enjoyed that analyst desk portion of the match, if you enjoyed what they were saying, make sure you drop a follow. We have another match coming up after this as well, so stick around for that. But right now, Fission versus Fried. That's the name of the game. And it's just going to be who can put it together fast enough. We saw Fission play an excellent game first match, and Fried play an maybe even more excellent game second map. It's just a matter who plays the excellent game now.
Yeah, but now we're gonna get a bit of Eichenwald. Very very nice map to look at, very nice map to be on. That hybrid, the pretty sites, the boop area, the bridge. It's all good stuff.
Before we get into Eichenwald, we do have a follow. Yakazuma24 follows the stream. Thank you very much for that. But again, I mean, Eichenwald, which team even favors this one? Could we see Tagnani, who's back in for Echo says? Could we see him go over to the Zarya, or do they play the Rhine Diva? Because we know that Fission doesn't have their normal off tank here, so it's a little bit interesting right now.
Yeah, but Tagnani was doing very well on the first map. I guess he doesn't play Diva at all. Maybe just Zarya one trick. Maybe he doesn't even play tank, and is just doing stuff on Zarya pretty well.
I think he's a DPS main, and he's just trying to channel his inner goats. Just remember as much as that as he can.
That's it. But you know, we've still got Grimy and Soulful on the side of Fried, which is pretty dangerous, you know. Soulful's got those strong walls, and there's a couple points here where that's pretty powerful. But Syntax being stuck on the main now and delegating the McCree to Baby Smurf. I guess they weren't happy with him for that last round. Baby Smurf having to put on the carry pants.
Yeah, it happens. But a big sub in, of course, is MLG onto the main tank.
Attackers incoming.
Got that Grandmaster ranking. But
Yeah, we gotta get rid of Cage, and he's just doing a little bit too well that last map.
could I mean, it is a team game. It's not like it's a huge thing here. As the wall comes up here onto Iconwall, Fried looking to take this lead here, looking for this attack. Sparky going a little bit low, but his team's there to hold up, and MLG goes down. His barrier was broken quickly there from the damage. Soulful here walled off and taken down as well. That's a huge hold there from Fission right away.
Oh,
Smurf.
Baby Smurf, yeah, hitting those shots.
He's a grown Smurf now.
Yeah, he's pretty dangerous. I think he's one of the bigger monsters throughout this series right now. Map 1, he was doing quite a lot, and already he's just putting in so much damage, breaking that shield as quick as possible, and just taking out anyone he can.
Yeah. Fried in here for round 2, looking to stop Baby Smurf's incredible plays. The wall comes up. Sections off the tanks here. Soulful's going to be taken down for that. Couldn't find anything in time, and Creamy's going to be DMEC as well. Tagny, a lot of damage through from this Zarya. D.Va can't eat that beam, so the damage is just going uncontested as the pin comes through as well. MLG can't find the finish there. Gets taken out by Syntax on that May.
That was pretty close, but they got to be careful here. If they're tracking ults correctly, they might know that MLG has ult, but they might not know. They might not play as safely as they need to here, because Fried hasn't done a lot so far, you know. And Berserk's the only other one with ult. Everyone else is still pretty far behind, but MLG can pull it back here with a sneaky ult.
Yeah.
Sneaky shadow.
Seen shatters before. Misses there from Sparky. MLG tries to find one of his own. It's blocked there again, and the Blizzard comes up as well. That's going to find 2 members here. Syntax taken low. Can't find Squib just yet. Finally gets him out there, and MLG taken away from the fight. Gets taken out as well. Soulful in the back line, just trying to be sneaky here with Grimy. Gets Omi. But can he get out? No, he can't. Tagny finds him there.
Pretty well done. Fission's playing pretty well here. Probably didn't need the nano so much. It was a little bit cleared up, but you know, they held on to quite a few ults anyway. They've got beat, they've got that high noon, and they're getting close to that grab. While at best you've got like an electric cowboy from the side of Fried.
Yeah.
Only a minute 20 left.
Sleep goes onto Sparky, but gets woken up right away as Baby Smurf with the high noon, looking for the angle. Sparky gets anti, but the bubble's there to just wipe that clean right away. MLG going low as well. Sparky with the charge, can't find anything in. The grab's eaten though. Creamy finds the eat there in the bomb over top, takes down that wall. It's gonna be Grimy with the high noon, but in the back line, he didn't see Baby Smurf there. He gets stunned out of it. Baby Smurf finds Grimy. Shadow comes through, that finds 4 members in the little shop here. But on the other side, the Shadow goes through as well. Sparky gets 2 with the Fire Strike and brings it back all by himself. Of course, is Anna too, keeping him up.
Actually insane. Just so many good players from everyone. Baby Smurf getting that really important, you know, that stun on Grimy there, and actually picking him off as well. It's just so important. They deny him that much damage, and the shadows coming out, Omi keeping everyone alive. All important plays here, but no one's really got too many ults here. We've got Death Blossom almost here. We do have a Nano, and almost got Blizzard. That's just who's the best here.
Those could be huge. All Sparky with the Nano. Soulful going into this back line with the Death Blossom, trying to find something. But he's taken out. Big Cam finds him there, and Baby with the Deadeye, trying to push everyone off the point. He finds 4 kills with the Deadeye. Absolutely huge, and that's gonna end all of Fried's hopes as Fission hold extremely well here on point A.
Just, yeah, done super well. Soulful. It's dangerous. You can't ult in front of an Ana. You're gonna get slapped or you're gonna get antied, and you don't want to be antied when you're Reaper trying to ult. You lose like half the value of the entire ult anyway, especially where he was so close to everyone. But But yeah, Fission going ham out here. They found the A team. They found what works best right now.
Yeah,
Even
absolutely.
when with Creamy making these big plays like eating grabs, it's still just not enough.
Yeah, I mean, you said it best. While those fights were happening, we did get a foul. The fan sausage. Thank you for that. But now we're gonna see if Fried can hold him here because it is still winnable. Fried did get 68.6%, as you can see. So a very impressive defense could win them the map.
I feel like this is going to be either really quick or like really drawn out. There's going to be like no in between. There's either going to be like 5 seconds left or there's going to be like 5 minutes left. I don't even know how many you start with. But yeah, I feel like on the side of Fried, the tanks are doing so much work. You know, eating grabs, getting these big shatters and everything. But they just don't have the backline supporting them, whether it's the DPS or the heals or what. It's just a little bit lacking while inside of Fission. They're all there constantly.
Yeah, a complete turnaround from the last match. I mean, you get those subs back in. Again, like you said, maybe the A team is what they prefer to call them. And MLG's walled off here. He's taken low. He's taken out there. Sparky's going to trade his life for that one. But it's still the push coming through. Grimy finds the pick onto Syntax, and Fission realized that they gotta back out a little bit here. Emperor Zerg goes down, so it's a 4v4. It's who knows what's happening right now. Maybe just waiting for the reinforcements to come.
If they get back together quick enough, they've got the advantage here. Emperor Zerg's got a really long run here as Anna, and there's not much you can do about it. He's getting taxied right now, so he's coming back a little bit quicker, but Fission already there.
Yeah, there's no heals here. The wall comes out here onto Sparky. Tried to section him off, and Creamy goes down to that. Squid finds the response there. Baby Smurf taken down. MLG frozen up and going low. He gets taken down. Tagny, another kill there with the Zarya. And now it's Chaos on the point here for the Fried. They're just trying to reach into their deep pockets, just trying to find anything. Tagny going wild on these supports. Grimy can't find the 1v6. And it's going to be the map going over to the Fission, up 2-1 in this match.
Pretty much 2 fights down and just clear through. You know, Squib's doing his best in the back line there, taking up Baby Smurf pretty early in that fight, but it's not enough.
Yeah, I mean,
Look at Baby Smurf here. This ult was just insane. But Dink, beautiful. I think he gets 4 here. Just everyone walked out into it.
Just at the wrong time there.
Yeah, actually insane.
Maybe a little bit of a miscommunication. Maybe they thought he had it down, but nonetheless, it's 2-1 in favor of Fission. If you're enjoying what you saw, a quick map there, but make sure you drop that follow as we got another game coming up. We have the Tiny versus the Bubble Tea after this one, but nonetheless, we got one more map to play. At least we could go to map 5. As Fried are probably going to be making some subs. We'll see. We'll see what goes through here.
At this point, I think Fission's got like the best they can do, you know. And I don't think they have any GMs, so they won't have to worry about, you know, moving anyone around. But Fried does. Although they've only played MLG for one map. They can play him for another map. I feel like he's doing a lot of work there, but he just wasn't being enabled. So I'm not sure about this swap back for Cajun.
I mean, you can put in the best player in the world, but sometimes team like synergy is just a better altogether factor. Just when you're not on the same page as your other teammates, it's just tough to get it done sometimes. Cajun may have that extra advantage over MLG there on the side of the Fried, but Fission as well looking to maybe make some subs here. Not really sure just yet, but Tagny, I mean, just tons of stuff so far for them. And in the meantime, during this break, we did get a sub here on the channel. Rip Untitled, of course, he drops the subscription. Thank you for that one. Of course.
Big pogs, big subs.
Just great stuff. And I mean, I know shameless plugs are shameless, but stream Wait and See, that's his song. I know him personally, so that's probably why he subbed. But nonetheless, great stuff there. Thanks for the sub, Rip Untitled.
Yeah, now we're gonna get into the old Junkertown. Pretty interesting map. Some of it's not super good for May. You know, there's a few tight quarters, but they're all very easily avoided. except for that second point where it's a little bit better. But you've got all the high ground as well. It'll be interesting to see what they play.
We saw the Widows go at it on Temple of Anubis. It was Grimy and Syntax there, playing a lot of Widow. So we can see that coming out. First point, Jugtown. Love to see Widow.
Especially with who you've got right now. You've got Grimy and Milk Tea together, both, I believe, hit scan players, as well as Baby Smurf and Syntax. So you could definitely see like a McCree Widow on either side.
Mm-hmm. A lot of hit scan can come out here, but May, of course, is also really important. Don't know if it can really work out on such an open first point.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, we'll see what they go into as that card gets rolling. We just see Bastion a lot. Don't really have enough resources in the game right now to keep him alive, but always on the table here for both these teams.
Where's the Tourbillon though? Where's the Junkrat? Where's the fun things?
That's what we want to see. We're sick and tired of this May, but let's have some fun out here. Tagny looks like he's going to be staying in here on the side of Fission, so that Zarya might be coming out yet again. It's been working. They've won the 2 maps that Tagny has been in here with that Zarya. So is it that just that he can add more damage to a fight? What do you think it is, Cookie?
Honestly, it's a little bit hard to tell. Like, I'm not sure if the divas on either side have ever really taken full advantage of the capabilities that they have. And Tagny's just been there. You know, he hasn't been playing out of his mind by any means, but he's just been there consistently doing so well. You know, bubbling his healers whenever they're getting pressured, keeping his Reinhardt alive, and you know. You might have lost a grab or two, but you know, if you get 5 good ones, you know, you can waste 1 or 2 here and there. And I think it's just making up that little bit more. You know, like a Creamy Meme's doing really well on the Diva, but maybe the Zai is just the better pick right now.
Yeah, I mean, tons of damage can come through, and I guess when you have those anti-nades come through as well, the Zarya bubble just wipes it clean instead of having to worry about eat the anti-nade. Maybe there's just tons of factors that both these characters can, you know, put into a fight, but it has been Fission coming out on top with that composition. It's very interesting so far.
Yeah, and especially with how it's been played so far. So Zarya, like a lot of these fights, the Reinhardts are just being slapping away at each other, you know, and the we lost someone. But yeah, the Zarya, you know, it's always Zarya is very important in these Ryan v Ryan fights. You know, you can cleanse so many abilities. You know, antis, discords, and fire, everything. You know, and protect them so much. While Diva can only eat so much for a few seconds and cleanse nothing. So that might be that could literally be all you need.
Yeah, the Zarya bubble blocks all damage coming in, while the defense matrix only blocks projectiles and, like, you know, I mean, I guess hit scans as well.
Yeah, well, Diva's going to be
just really fast projectiles, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah, Diva's going to be proactive, while Zai can just be a little bit reactive more than anything.
Exactly. So that just comes down to how the team's playing, how you want to shape around your supports, maybe how you want to use speed boosts. All comes down to that micro stuff when playing Ryan Zarya versus that Ryan Diva.
Exactly. But God, please, 8 seconds and I'm going to see a Bastion or I'll scream. Do it. Do it. It's the map.
Give Cookie something good. He really wants it right now.
This is literally the pirate ship map. Oh,
hey!
Yeah, there we go.
Maybe he's just doing it for you. He heard you talking, but
yep.
We'll see.
Nah, it's gonna work.
And he switches off of it. But
nonetheless, to May. So like I said, we got the Widow and McCree for the defense, like I called out. Pretty much exactly what I was expecting. And same for the attack. No May.
Yeah, got the mirror match coming out. From what we see right now, still 10 seconds remaining in those pre-game lobbies.
I literally could have played his bets on who was playing what. Well, actually, no. Tagly's on the Diva now, rather than the Zarya. A lot more high ground to abuse here, fortunately.
Yeah.
But
there's not a lot of close quarters for Zarya to get a lot of charge, I guess. Milk Tea already up top with that stun and damage coming through. Not going to find anything too incredible just yet. As a response stun comes through here. Syntax in the backline is getting dove on by Creamy, going low. Only taken out by Milk Tea as well in the backline, so healing is down, and Milk Tea finds the headshot into Syntax. That's 2 picks already. Big Cam's gonna find a response, but it's enough damage done here as Fried move pretty effortlessly around this first corner.
Yeah, it just comes down to that. That Widow makes you play different sort of positions. And while I don't even know if Grimy actually got a pick there, he pushed everyone into that one corner. And with all of Fried sitting on the high ground rather than being down below in the trenches, they just capitalized on it so much. Milk Tea had so much free range there.
Yeah, the recontest does come in, however, and the sleep onto Creamy. The Shatter gets one onto Tagny, but keeping himself alive. Yeah, and up top doing tons of healing. Syntax gets dove as well, but on the cart, Grimy finds the pick onto Syntax. Sparky being healed up, he was antied, and Baby Smurf a little opposition, just trying to find that kill, can't get it just yet. The Nano comes out as well. High Noon in the back line, Milk Tea finds the kill onto Omi. It's just staggering on the card here for the Fission as they go down, and Fried an early first cap there on Junkertown here.
I would nearly like to see Tagny just go back to the Zarya, even though it's a little bit of a struggle against the the full hit scan like Widow and McCree. Sometimes it's just that comfort pick will do so much more work because he's not really diving on this backline. He's not really getting a lot of value from the D.Va, and if he can at least just protect his Reinhardt with the Zarya, I feel like that could be, game winning in this position.
Oh, and Syntax
Creamy's
is
just
already
like
out.
following Syntax. Syntax gonna go back to the May or something here. I don't know.
Creamy does pay for that, but in the meantime, Grimy the headshot onto Omi. Baby Smurf finds him. Tagny slept up top here. The card's just rolling a little bit more here. The nade goes on to Sparky there and taken down. So again, just more progress here on the side of the Fried. A recontest probably not happening.
And this is the issue on this map. They're not contesting the card at all. They're taking these high ground fights, taking these back, like to defend their background. On these maps, time is very important. If you take every single fight humanly possible on the card, you are going to do it incredibly well. But they haven't even touched the card. They haven't even looked at it. And it's just getting... They literally got one fight that they got obliterated in on that point, and they've got it, right? When you usually see 2 to 3 fights on that point. And they've just, they've got 5 minutes left to push this last bit, and they still haven't touched the payload.
And 5 ultimates here on the side of the Fried. Shatter comes through. He gets stunned out of it. Bomb in the back line. Finds Grimy and the D-Mech as well. So finally, applause comes through, but it seems like we have the side of Fission pulling it back.
Did someone DC? I died because of pause. Oh yeah, Baby Smurf left. Okay.
Okay, we did get a DC, but unlucky there. In the meantime, 5 minutes remaining on Junkertown, 3rd point here. But I mean, what kind of response do you see here from the side of the Fission? Excuse me.
Fission. Well, they've actually got 2 people down, fortunately, before this pause came out. Although they're pretty even here, but they don't have a lot of value, You've got a Baby D.Va roaming around. You've got 2 supports and a McCree. You're not going to do too much against Heinz on high ground and then a couple tanks in your face and a Lucio. It's going to be a big struggle. But like South pointed out here, Baby Smurf has, DC, but he's also lost all his ult. Being a McCree, not the world's most important thing, but it's still not optimal, if you will.
Yeah, you'd always like to have it, just in case,
Yeah.
Oh, Milk Tea finds Big Cam there.
Overextending just a little bit.
Yeah, finds that final kill, but comes at a price. And a ton of ultimates online here on the side of the Fried. So this next fight might not be too much of a hassle for them. The sites come out early. They know exactly where everyone is. Creamy goes up to this high ground, onto Syntax, trying to stay alive. He does. Einum comes out here. Milk Tea caught it on that cart. Sparky taken down there. Didn't have the shield there from the bomb. And that's a huge pick on the side for the Fried. Fission just trying to regroup, stay alive as long as they can. Find some picks maybe. That high ground's being contested really strong there from Creamy. Good D.Va play from him. Dex can't find an angle. The Dragon's gonna go onto the cart. sectioned him off, but damage isn't there as he finds Danny with the Storm Arrow. Beat comes out here. Sparky slept, stunned up, but he's still alive. Thank you, Big Cam, he says in those voice chat. Nano comes out a little late here, but can never be too safe.
Yeah, again, a lot of the plays here coming from the Annas, you know. Unfortunately, Cajun didn't quite win that interaction, but Emperor Zerg still slept that Reinhardt mid-shatter. Still got the Nano out to keep his tank alive. Playing pretty well. And then Omi as well, keeping Sparky alive through this nanoed Ryan. Pretty well done. Unfortunately, Cajun just couldn't quite win with all the rest of the DPS coming on.
Yeah, taking the high ground now are the Fried. Looking to maybe drop Syntax off. As they do. Tagny just trying to control it himself, but he's swarmed on all sides here. The anti comes in, so we're gonna have to wait and see if that does anything, but Baby Smurf finds the kill onto Grimy. Hammer comes through, doesn't find anyone there. Cajun misses that one. Emperor Zerg finds kill onto Baby Smurf. Sparky as well finds a kill. It's Milk Tea on the high ground doing damage. But as I say that, it's Fission finding the kills. And Milk Tea's gonna drop back. Creamy taken down as well.
Very, very interesting fight to watch. I didn't really know what was going on anywhere. Like, Baby Smurf died ulting to an Anna. Sparky somehow living with McCree standing above him that he doesn't even notice, you know. All these sort of weird things, but it's starting to look a lot better for Fission. They look like they know how to play the game again. They're contesting this point and they're pushing it back as far as they can. Fried have got 2 minutes still to push this the rest of the way, and they've got a May now instead of the Widow. Wasn't getting enough value here.
Yeah, trying to just find more sectioning off the plays at the bottom into the background. Doesn't find anything. And in the meantime, Milk Tea finds that shot onto Tagny with that Deadeye. Can't get into his mech. But Creamy's out of his mech as well. Milk Tea's still finding kills though. Trying to bring us back all by himself. Creamy's gonna get killed there on the point here. Milk Tea's just trying to get out with his Lucio, and he does. That wall there to save him as well. So even with 5 minutes coming into this last point, Fried are really struggling to even get around this corner.
And it can be very difficult, especially since the defense have that high ground advantage from the very beginning, which they're using quite well. But yeah, like we see there, Tagny, you can see that Tagny's not a diva player, and he's still doing his best while dealing with this probably new hero. I don't know how much he's played, but you can see that he's not a main diva player, but he's doing his best nonetheless.
Bomb comes up over the top, finds Baby Smurf, and Grimy finds Big Cam as well. Grimy 2 on the point now. The anti's in, but it's not going to do enough here on the side of the Fission. It's finally Fried pushed through this corner, looking to take this all the way in the final minute. These antis are coming out huge constantly as well. Like, these are big deals in these kind of Reinhardt fights and whatnot, and divas as well. See what they do here. Tagny had to recontest, but he slept and stunned up. Danny gonna get the nano boost. The boostio's out on the pitch, and another huge anti comes in. That's gonna force Big Cam to use the sound barrier to bring Fission back in this, and it's gonna work as Fried are pulling back out here at the last second. Danny gonna be taken down as well. It's gonna be a tough recontest for them here with only 20 seconds remaining and no Lucio.
They backed out really quickly though, which is very important. They kept alive as much as they could, so they can get another touch here. And they've got a few ults to work with here. They can do this, but they have to be careful with Baby Smurf's High Noon coming out. And Tagny's gonna get into mech as quick as possible.
But nobody touches Creamy. Tried to go over the top, but Big Cam booped him away. Even with the ults online, it's gonna be Fission taking the hold here on that last point. Absolutely incredible stuff.
That's crazy. That they were pretty much there with 10 seconds left. You know, they couldn't go under because actually no, they didn't even have a May. I don't know why they didn't just, you know, push for it. But that happens. That's bad luck. They basically got full held here with 5 minutes.
Yeah, they put all their trust into Creamy being able to touch there over the top, but just booped away, and nothing we can do about that. No one else there.
If you're Fission, you got to be pretty happy here. It's a good situation to be in.
Especially after being basically rolled through the first 2 points, just to hold as long as they did there.
Yeah.
And especially not get the full hold. So they can win the match here on their attack as Fried look to take this to map 5. if you're excited for whatever happens in this attack round, make sure you drop the foul and stick
Even if you're not excited, you know, even if you
just drop it anyway. I mean,
even if you hate these teams, even if you hate our voices, just drop a follow, you know, why not? It can't hurt.
But we do got another match later. We got Vancouver Tiny versus Soul Bubble Tea up after this one shortly. Maybe not shortly, because we could always, see along map 5 as well.
And we see Syntax go to the Hanzo straight away. He's not messing with this Widow anymore. He doesn't want to deal with it. He's gonna throw logs and hope it works, which is honestly a good strat.
I mean, does tons of damage here. His tagging is also back onto the Diva, not playing the Zarya anymore. Kumi going to contest him there, and the cart just slowly moving here, looking for the red example. His tagging finds Emperor Zerg, finishing up the kill there. Tons of damage coming through. And Fried, they're scared now as they're backing off. Creamy just trying to find an angle to get out here. Going low. Cajun as well low. Sparky with the charge. It's an aggressive play there.
It's scary.
An aggressive Reinhardt.
It's scary, but it's working. He's just allowed to move in there. I don't know what's going on. Like, everyone's sitting there with no health, and Creamy goes down for basically no reason.
Yeah,
I think at this point, there's only 5 of them there now.
Yeah, Cajun got that stun because of that counter charge. Danny in the back line just staggering the cart. Gravity tends to kill into Baby Smurf. But it's just pennies compared to the gold coins collected on first point there by the Fission as they move into point 2.
And now we've got the May out again. So yeah, and Grimy going into McCree. That's what I thought I'd see here. Playing a little bit smarter here, because this is the part where May's probably at her strongest. You gotta take advantage of that. But the Hanzo and the McCree duo, it's so much damage. It's so much damage coming in, while also being useful for other reasons than just solely damage.
Those May walls are just huge. Just basically.
Yeah.
Syntax is gonna have to find a way to either destroy the wall in time or just find the headshots before it can even happen. But here we see a different kind of defense here from the Fridays. They stop the cart early, trying to hold on for as long as they can. The charge coming through here. Sparky responds with that one. The beat drop as well. The baser finds and tag gets 2 with the bomb. That's going to be an easy push here into third. It's basically the exact same from what we saw on the Fridays offense, but can Fission keep their momentum going and push it all the way?
At least we saw Fried get on the card at least once.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've got 5 minutes and 40 seconds, about 40 to 30 seconds more than what Fried had. Hopefully they don't get full held here as well.
Syntax already taken down, so this recontest could be happening earlier than we think. As Anti comes through onto Big Cam, taken down. And that's only 4 members remaining. They're not even gonna get all the way through this choke. The door's not even gonna come up, which maybe could be to the advantage. But nonetheless, Fried holding strong on this cart. Fission pushing through yet again. Just a momentary lapse for them. Sparky flapped up as the bomb comes over, but Syntax gets the headshot there. Bomb comes up, and the Blizzard on the cart takes down Sparky. Can't find an escape from that one, but the Dragons come out from Syntax and find Danny. Shatter comes through in the backline. Cajun finds 2 with that. And he's going to bring Fried back right into. There's only the DPS remain.
And it's getting battered around. Man, Cajun's going ham here. They're sort of band together and remembered how to play the game. They turned their monitors back on and remember what they're doing.
Yeah. Tons of stuff coming up here. Ultimate's online for the Fission. But as I say that Fried as well, I mean, just in a great position to pull this one back. Sparky looking for a huge shatter to end this map. Or at least push it as far as they can. Fission just needs a cap here to win the match. High Noon comes out from Baby Smurf, looking for anything. The beat's gonna be there. And the shatter comes through as well with the anti. Sparky absolutely massive. And that's gonna push Fission as close as they can to winning this map and the match all together.
Taught you to fight like that.
Absolutely incredible stuff.
That was incredible. Huge shatter, but the anti as well. Like, Emperor Zerg wasn't shattered at all there, but the anti coming out denies him from healing anyone.
High Noon's gonna come out here, but Baby Smurf stops that in his tracks as Milk Tea finds the kill onto Sparky. The beat's gonna be used here from Big Cam. but they're just running away from it right now. They have 3.5 minutes. They're just going to wait for the Reinhardt to come back and get a full team fight here. Milty close to that Blizzard. And Cajun, of course, trying to find a shatter as well. Full squad back here on the side of the Fission. So close to victory right here. The wall comes up and stunned. An anti-through as well as Cajun goes down. Bomb into the back line. That's going to be huge as Danny goes down. The Dragons come through, and that's members down left and right here for the Fried. A last second high noon. It's just 3 more meters. No recontest happening in the Fission. Take Junkertown and the match here. 3-1 against the Fried. Incredible match there. Back and forth all around.
Play of the game.
Big Cam here with the play of the game.
Yeah, there's just a lot of good plays from everyone, but jeez, Fission just showing what they could do throughout this last map. Kind of rolling.
Yeah, incredible stuff. I mean, Cookie, do you have an MVP right now? I mean, tons of great players.
Yeah, tons of great players. Baby Smurf just going absolutely ham on this McCree, just popping heads left, right, and center. Sparky doing a great job on this Reinhardt, keeping up the front line. But Omi getting these huge nades, these great nanos, and really just enabling their entire team. So I don't know. I think I'll have to sit on it for a moment and sort of see where we go.
Same with me. Sparky and Omi are my 2 favorites right now. So we'll send it to the analyst desk, see what their input is, and we'll get a MVP from there. So, analyst desk, take it away. Tell us what just happened.
Alrighty. Welcome back to the analyst desk. I'm here with Cherry again.
Yo.
Alrighty, 3-1 Fission. Any takeaways for the third map, Eichenwald?
The only takeaway I have is that Sparky is honestly one of the full elites in this league.
I
outperformed a 4050 Reinhardt main thoroughly, full held, and the only play the MLG got counter shattered by Sparky, and it was a team wipe.
I definitely think it was Sparky really just outperforming Ryan the entire game. But also we had Omi playing a really good Ana, hitting great anti-nades. Nanos were really good coming out. I think she's a real contender.
Yeah. The DPS of Fuel definitely did underperform.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even that they were doing bad. It was just that Fission put in Syntax and Baby Smurf, which is a very, very good change up from what they had.
Mm-hmm.
And it definitely ended up working.
Yeah, they're just very flexible. I mean, Syntax can play well on almost everything, and Baby Smurf was having his real pop-off moments, that 4K there at the end.
Yep, they had 8 players play tonight.
Yeah, and then we had... I just loves the Rhine from Sparky coming out. Just...
And Tagny.
You can't... Yeah, Tagny.
Showing that he was not a Zarya one-trick. He actually forced Creamy to get off Diva, only to get on Diva himself. And I think that's extremely impressive for somebody that just got picked up today.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I definitely think he's going to be someone to watch out for in the future. I think Fission just really, really upgraded themselves. You said they had another off-tank player, which they might have to fight for that spot, but
yeah,
Tagny held really well. I don't know if he's a ringer or not, but man.
Moving on to the 4th map. It started out looking so good for Fried. Their DPS, namely Grimy, going to be
Grimy on the Widow. Yeah,
absolute
and then
carry to 5.5 minute time bank on the end, but because of the fact that, point C on Junkertown is more tank heavy, Grimy couldn't really carry.
Yeah, I think the Fried's downfall on that map, I don't want to call anybody out, but I think if they had a better main tank, they could really
Yeah.
be a force. The support line was fantastic. You even
Mhm.
pointed it out to me. Emperor Zerg made one mistake the entire game, and that
Yep.
was accidentally nano boosting a Lucio.
Yep.
And
And it kept him alive during Shatter too. So
yep.
even his mistake ended up working out. It's
Mhm.
just the problem of their tank line. You know, Creamy did well, but he just can't do it all himself.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, I was watching Creamy there for a little while. He was getting great bombs, contesting syntax on the high ground,
Had a
doing
4K.
everything
on
you
that
wanted Diva to
tank.
do.
Yep. It's just hard when you're an off tank and your main tank is not to your level. It's going to drag you down because you really have to play around him.
Yeah, for sure. Cam was playing a bit of a better Lucio there. I mean, he got caught out a couple times, but
Yeah.
just a support line like Omi at the end. What was it? A 5-6 man nano? Just
The
really
anti on the Shatter. So Sparky's Shatter, let's break that down with the time that we have left.
okay.
That play, it looks great from him. From his
Uh-huh.
perspective, it looks fantastic. But at the same time, McCree broke the shields, Omi antied 5, and it forced out beat. But looking at it from his perspective and knowing what tanking is, he held it until he probably well past when he wanted to, because he wanted to make sure there was no chance Cajun could block it. He waited out the beat, and before that, he lived through being walled off because his own play.
Yeah,
Really, he did great.
just a really strong team play from Fission. I think
Mhm.
they seemed well coordinated, even with Tacney, who they picked up today. But just everything seemed very fluid. I liked how they all play together. I think they fixed their mistakes that they made earlier before halftime, and they were really able to capitalize on the game and turn it around. Really
I would
great
like
game.
to say, everyone's great, but I would like to not see Echo Says on the tank again.
I can definitely agree. Alrighty, so I think we're gonna have MVP coming up here. This has been your analyst test for tonight for the Fried versus Fission. I'm Kyle, and
I'm Jerry.
thank you for watching, guys.
Yeah, goodbye.
All right, and thank you for the analyst for that breakdown.
Yeah.
Pretty well done. And that was the big Philadelphia Fission versus Dallas Fried, going up 3-1 for Fission.
Yeah.
Really well, but now we get to crown an MVP.
No, I mean, it was between basically two people, but we've seen enough. We've seen enough main take MVP. So MVP tonight is going to be Omi on the Anna.
Congrats,
And as
Omi. You
as
are
I said,
our
Omi's here.
MVP for today.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. How you feeling?
Also, I'm feeling pretty good. We're all just really happy for the win.
Yeah, I bet. So, how do you go through that game? How do you just enable your team so incredibly well in this sort of meta where your Reinhardt's getting walled off every 2 seconds, you got divas flying around, you still manage to keep your team up and nade the entire enemy team constantly? How do you manage that in this meta?
I think a lot of it is honestly the comms. We try our best to really look out for our Ryan, and then we also like try to comm on DMs. We're always constantly looking out for each other. I think our synergy is really strong in that way. I don't know. I try my best to let them know what's happening. I try and calm. Like Sparky is definitely our carry in terms of the comms and front line. So I try and like calm a lot in the back line. So there's a lot going on, but we pull through. We make it work.
Yeah, I actually called that out very early in the series too. You could see that your team is doing very well with comms. First map, you're constantly getting like dived by these Sombras traces, random McCrees and whatnot, and you see your team like just 180 and come help you like the moment it sort of shows up. So I pretty much called it out from the very beginning, and I think that's where your team did very well. But obviously there was one major carry, and it's going to be the Anna.
Oh, thank you guys. I'm really honored.
Do you have any questions for our MVP, Ryan?
Just like when you're in the middle of a fight and you have that nano and like you can choose a ton of different targets, like what's really going through your head? Like how do you really choose what target to put it on?
I think a lot of it comes down to, I'm going to shout out our main support Cam here in terms of ult tracking. I think a lot of it has to do with, I obviously don't want to nano a Rhine when their other Rhine has shatter, because they immediately put up, they break down their shield, and then that's pretty much it. We all get shattered. Nanos goes bye-bye. So it really depends on the ults on the enemy team too. So it's all about how we plan it out. And I guess it just depends on our positioning. I don't know. I guess I don't even know how I do it. I just do it. I don't know.
That's all you need to do. You don't even know
it's
how.
just important to stay alive as those healers, especially when you're just looking for the angles to find those anti-nades and the sleeps and everything. So good job on all of that, and congrats on the win today. Huge win against the Fried. You guys put another W into the column. Would you like to shout anyone specifically on your team that you felt popped off today?
I think everybody did really well. Sparky was really holding it down the front line. We had Tagany, who we recently picked up, who he knew what was expected of him. You know, he had a lot on his shoulders, but he performed really well. And then I also want to shout out both of our DPS in every map. They did really well. Support line. I don't know. It's just a whole team thing. I think that's what makes us pretty strong.
Yeah, absolutely. It is a team game. So, of course, it's a team effort. Congrats on the win. Congrats on the MVP. You popped off. Thanks for joining us.
Guys. Thanks.
GGs.
Appreciate it.
Go back to your team and enjoy your, whatever. She's gone though.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter. Enjoy it. Just-
enjoy the celebrations of that post game. It's a good win.
Yeah, well, a great win there from the Fission. And that's going to basically do us. We saw an exciting match, closer than a 3-1, honestly. Could have gone to 5 maps. Fried played an excellent game as well.
Definitely.
Altogether, just a great game. And we got more in store for you later on, as the Vancouver Tiny are going to be taking on the Soul Bubble Tea later tonight here on Altitude Esports Mock Overwatch League. Make sure you drop a follow. Stay tuned for that. It's going to be an exciting one.
And we should be back in about 15 minutes or so. So, you got time to go get some snacks, get some drinks, and get ready for the next match.
Yeah, you got time to follow, and then we'll shout you out at the beginning of the next stream. Speaking of follows, Eat Your Liver, thank you for the follow. So stick around for that. We'll see you guys soon.